even legal, but they've been on the books since the neighborhood was laid out 70 years ago. And they help illustrate how so many of America's suburbs ended up segregated.
It hurts. It hurts to be told you're not welcome. Forget welcome, you're not allowed.
It so offended me, I thought, well, this has to be offending everyone who buys property here.
Some of Ladera's residents set out to understand how this happened. And it turned out these relics of segregation grew out of a historical moment more often remembered for progressivism and inclusion.
I pledge myself to a new deal for the American people.
The New Deal programs launched between 1933 and the end of the Second World War transformed society. But Black Americans reaped far fewer benefits from these programs than white Americans.
The New Deal expanded government capacities in a way that provided economic rights for people, the right to capital, the right to a job, the right to health care, the right to old age pension. What was problematic is that that right was not inclusive.
One of the clearest examples of this came when New Deal agencies began insuring affordable home loans. Before backing the loans, agencies mapped communities across the country, dividing them into zones judged to be higher or lower risk for banks. Records show a key factor federal mapmakers used to determine this perceived risk was race. This practice, called redlining, largely cut people of color off from affordable borrowing.
It's not a case that you just had these bigoted bankers and these bigoted homeowners. The federal government was culpable. Black people, by design, were excluded from this benefit.
It's exactly what happened in Ladera. In the late 1940s, a mixed-race group of about 100 families banded together to build cheap homes near Stanford University. Workers, teachers, and professors, including the novelist Wallace Stegner, formed a cooperative to buy and transform a tract of hilly ranch land into an affordable suburb named Ladera. But the project soon stalled.
No bank would give them the loan to build these homes. The banks wouldn't do it because the Federal Housing Administration wouldn't insure their loans because of these 100 members of the cooperative, 3 were African Americans.
At the time, the Federal Housing Administration explicitly recommended that race restrictions be used in new suburban developments. Its lending manual even included instructions for banning buyers who weren't the race for which new homes were intended.
The segregation that this program alone created is responsible for much of the racial inequality we have in this country today.
Unable to find financing, the Ladera Cooperative disbanded and sold the land to a private developer who built Ladera as a whites-only community. By the 1950s, this mix of federal policy and private discrimination left few options for Black Americans seeking homes in this part of California.
My dad got involved with the Palo Alto Stanford branch of the NAACP. They were proving that there was housing discrimination. And it was notorious here, very subtle, but it was notorious. My dad could easily pass for white. My mom was brown skinned. You knew who she was. It was actually something that was very painful for my mother because my dad would go to rent an apartment or to buy property. They'd say, wonderful. He'd say, let me bring my wife. And as soon as she came back with him, they would say, no, this is no longer available.
When my parents came here from Alabama, they figured, okay, this is a nice area. We don't have to worry about our kids getting lynched. There's not open racism, but they didn't factor in that there was a slew of hidden racism.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit is on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
2,
345. We live.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Hood View Politics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I'm Tony, the number one soul brother. And welcome to our Saturday night edition of Hood View Politics. Come on in, take a seat. And if you feel like it, join in on the discussion. The link's right there.
Best believe it. If you're new here, though, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We're chasing magazine coons. Magazine coons. Don't forget about those Puerto Ricans, too. We're not done with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, black and proud. We looking for that black debate, baby. What's been going on with you?
Oh, everything cool. Just chilling. Trying to keep them on all this mess that's going on out here. So,
first of all, man,
that's why we here.
When you get the motherfucking weather change and shit, like when the weather change during the school time and shit.
Oh, I love it.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I'll be liking it as long as it don't snow or rain.
Yeah.
That's when you blowing me, then. That's no shit.
Oh,
not my thing.
I love the fall. That's my favorite time of year.
This weather right here, straight football weather.
Oh, yeah.
Out there, joint, get the tossing that night. You know what I'm saying? Down.
Yeah, this down and dirty.
It's teams. Hey, speaking of teams, like people look at motherfucking politics like teams too. You know what I'm saying? So if we thinking Democrats blue, Republicans red team,
right?
And we start thinking we're gonna start at the 20-yard line, and they on defense, we on offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first play of the game, what the hell Democrats should do?
I run it down their throat.
You know, hand it off,
and wouldn't stop. I'll do what the Washington Redskins did to the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game, 82. They gave it to Riggins like 12, 13 straight plays.
I remember that shit.
And they knew it was the same play. It was the same play. And this one, Dallas had Tutal Jones and Randy White and all them on their defense. They ran that motherfucker straight down their throat and told them what was coming. Now, fuck, it's the same play. Stop it if you can. Bam, bam, bam. That's what the fuck Democrats need to do.
All right.
Right there.
But see, Republican defense is better than motherfucking Democrats defense. Shit, their offense is better than their offense too.
Yeah, right now, you gotta say.
So, as far as defense is concerned, they real good with defense because anything you come, they spin it back on Democrats and make Democrats have to answer questions for silly shit after that. So they real good at their defense.
Correct.
So offensively, first of all, like you said, Democrats got to get a ground game going ASAP. Second, get rid of the people in the clubhouse that don't want to be here. Zero simple. If they don't want to be here, they ain't part of this program no more. Give them the fuck out. From this point on, we're on a mission now, right? Everybody got to be on the same page. The AOCs to the motherfucking Kamala's.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got to be on the same page, saying the same shit out your fucking mouth. I shouldn't have to tell y'all this.
No, I shouldn't have to tell you.
Be honest with you. Nah. But when you got a fool like Bernie Sanders, let me ask you, how can they stay on page on message when you got somebody like that on the side? That's the problem.
Oh man, I'm sick and fucking tired of Bernie Sanders.
He almost defense on the offense.
Bernie Sanders is one of the worst things that ever happened to this party. Because he was the one who really started the division that is now and pulling the party way too left. That shit started with him and them damn Bernie bros. Probably more likely because he sound like he MAGA. He talking like he'll back the nomination of RFK Jr. to Health and Human Services. I'm like, is you crazy? You fucking crazy? Then he talk about he like this Doge thing that Trump done put together and put Elon and Ramaswamy in charge of. So what the fuck Bernie is? And I'm just sick of him.
The one thing about Bernie Sanders, first of all, like you said, he blew the whole party up and shit. Like when people don't understand when we say blew the whole party up is, okay, you run it as in a Democratic Party for president. You don't want to change to actually Democrat till you forced to. Right. So now you in a party making decisions and you don't even want to be part of it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Then you lose to the nominee and you stay in the race anyway. Mm-hmm. And then after that, you switch back to independent. Right. So you showed your colors right there and there. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people still talking to him? He hurried up and jumped ship. My thing is, why Democrats
and got away from the message call?
Bro, if you want to vote with them clowns, do it. From this point on, you ain't getting none of our shit. If you want to go MAGA, go over there and get their committee shit. Mm-hmm. You're not getting no more committee shit over here. Yeah. Fuck you. And you gonna vote? If you gonna vote with us, you don't, motherfucker. Do you? At this point, fuck this nigga, man. He ain't doing nothing but destroying. Like now, Kamala lose. Now, hey, I told you I need somebody to talk and get the narration started. This bitch ass nigga jump in and do it himself. Start talking. Oh, now I want to do what's his name? Elon Musk and the other fool shit. Fuck out of here, man. Man. Now right here, I don't know. It just I know what he doing, right? I know exactly.
You low coming through these headphones.
Huh?
I barely hear you. Say something.
Triple.
All right. Now you.
They are both getting worse.
Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders earlier today on Capitol Hill discussing what he and others perceive to be as a health crisis in America. Sanders also, interestingly, called out the Food and Drug Administration for failing to do more to prevent it, or at least slow it. Sanders also spoke to CBS News on President-elect Trump's pick to run the Department of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
From what I've not talked to Mr. Kennedy in a number of years, actually. I think what he is saying about the food industry is exactly correct.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand, who interviewed Senator Sanders, joins us now.
Now, see, right there. My thing is, the problem with all these people, you can't have one message when you have somebody that does that.
Correct.
So, like you said, run up their gut. You can't. Because you got somebody on the side want to throw flea flickers.
Yep.
Could care less about the health of the American people. I think they have to be taken on. I think, on the other hand, when Mr. Kennedy talks about taking fluoride out of our water system, I think what the scientific community will tell you that would be a disaster in terms of dental health in this country. His views on vaccine are in very wrong in so many ways. So we will see how the process unfolds. So I think what he's saying about the food industry makes sense to me. A lot of other things that he's saying are extremely dangerous.
Okay, that right there is my huge problem with motherfucking Democrats as a whole. Let's take him out. The thing to do is always try to be the grown up in the room, or a nice person. Well, if I see something I like, I'm gonna work with them. Why? What's the first thing old ass Mitch McConnell bitch ass say when Obama was elected?
Oh, I go to that 4 years, Barack Obama, one-term president.
And they from that point on, they did everything they fucking could to make Obama a one-term president, bro.
And it didn't work.
And you talking about somebody that ran on giving America health care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the person you want to make a one-term president. Now you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now the person that run on racism, you don't want to make that person one president.
No, you don't want to make him.
Now you see what I'm saying? No. Now, Democrats is the problem though. We ain't expecting his bitch ass to do it. Right. It's their turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
See, this is the shit with Bernie that pisses me off. Man.
He do make it hard
when he say shit like this, like he said. Well, he cool with what he's saying about the food industry. Don't he know he puts it out there that he agree with him on one thing, then he try to clean that up by talking about all the other things that he don't agree with. So if I ain't no rocket scientist, but it do seems that if you can run off 8 things you don't like against one thing you do like, the 8 things you don't like should guide your vote.
I don't be getting, but when they be doing that, bro, they be like, but I work with them on that.
Yeah.
But what about the rest of the shit though? Mm-hmm. It's like somebody gave you a platter full of shit with a motherfucker donut in the middle of a plate of shit.
But see the thing about
asked you to eat some of this shit,
right?
And you just, you know what I'm saying? Try to reach for the donut in the middle when the shit is on the donut too. Like, bruh, the whole thing is full of shit.
Right.
The donut is stuck in the middle. You gonna say I will work with that, but there's shit on the donut.
Right, dummy.
Come the fuck on, man. This shit is ridiculous, bro. They be tripping me out, bro.
And see, Bernie, he ought to be wise enough to know he just don't give a fuck. That whatever he say, they're going to take it and on the other side and spin it as though Bernie Sanders agrees with RFK Jr. or they're gonna publish. Bernie agrees with RFK Jr. on the food industry reform, and they're gonna cover it, make it seem like Bernie agreed with all the shit. Fuck them other 8 things he ran off.
Exactly.
That's what they gonna do.
Him and that motherfucker. Him.
Right.
They're gonna do all them, put them all in the room. They're gonna bring them on TV. My fact.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna get him and him. We're gonna get Chink Uger. We get all of them on the screen.
But see,
and then they lay on our ass. They love us, and then as soon as they leave out the room, everything they talk about gonna be thrown in the dumpster.
Yeah,
just for to make them look dumb in the Democratic Party.
And that's
dumb,
and that's the fucking problem.
Smart politics for Republicans, but again,
y'all let Bernie in the door, so he can run for president.
Dumb shit.
Y'all let him in the door, and this shit is all fucked up. And now
kick him the fuck out.
Right.
Fuck that. Right now he in leadership role. But why?
But
get him the fuck out of here. Period. Now all of a sudden he gonna run around talking about the food industry. He never said this shit in his day in his fucking life, bro. Not once. Even when he ran. Now all of a sudden the food industry is what he running against. But he's smart. He's smart just like Republicans. Yeah. He know how to maneuver in something that he can be loud and boisterous about now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying until I got
smart shit. We need a Democrat to do that, real Democrat.
Oh, this is what I'm about to say about Bernie. I got motherfucking brain freeze. They let Bernie in the door, and Bernie still came in there. He might have had a Democrat and a D next to his name for the time he was trying to run for president and all that. But he came in there with an independent mind frame. So everything he did, it wasn't about for the good of the party. It was about the good of Bernie and Bernie's movement. Y'all let Bernie in the door, and Bernie already had a movement. And you kind of like underestimated that movement when he ran against Hillary. That's how he first began to stir up shit.
But his problem was he wouldn't link his message with Democrats.
Nah. You see, that's how he gave Trump the motherfucking blueprint to beat Hillary in the election.
Oh, yeah, he was part
of it. Because
before
you notice,
Coney,
you got to go back. You know, I take it back. You got to go back to that debate with all of them was on stage, and the emails came up. Up until that point, no other Democrat really that you really heard said anything about the emails. You know, it was out there, but it wasn't just, you know, they went out. It wasn't an issue until Bernie brought it up. And it became an issue. It became an issue that Trump took and ran with, and part of the reason he beat her. But that motherfucker was never really no Democrat. Whereas other motherfuckers, you know, we out here debating, it's gonna get cutthroat, but it's a line we not gonna cross. We ain't gonna cross no line about no emails until, you know, something come of the emails. But Bernie don't give a fuck about that. Bernie about Bernie. Who gives a damn about your emails? These damn emails.
Then on top of that, he gave immunity to the gun lobby, NRA. So the shit he was doing was not democratic any fucking way.
Nah.
So the fact that he was running that party, they should have never let him do that.
Nah.
Period. That was a mistake. If he gonna run as a Republican, you bitch ass nigga. Go you and motherfucking Trump go against each other. Y'all got the same voters.
But
for real.
Yeah. And see, he came in and then that fucking Bernie and
Bernie bros.
Yeah, it didn't know that these Bernie supporters said this motherfucker got support nationwide. So you're like, damn.
Same motherfucker say Biden old, but they support him.
Right.
What the fuck, bro? Y'all niggas dumb.
Bernie, get out there talking this shit. Yeah, but you let a dude in that if it's one thing, ain't nobody going. Everybody gonna do one thing, and they gonna do what's best, you know, in the best interest of the party, and there's like lines you ain't gonna cross. Bernie didn't give a fuck because he was an independent. He think the way he want to think, and he don't give a fuck about nobody but Bernie. And you can't let that in the door. Once that shit got in the door, then that shit spread within the party. But you don't, boom. Bernie want to take his. Bernie say, "Fuck that." Bernie want to give free college to everybody. And they want like, what?
That's that sweeping shit I'm telling you about. That the Democrat need to have something that just sweep it. Something just all the way. But he older than Biden.
Yeah,
that's the odd thing about this. He literally a year older than Biden. And all these Bernie bros and Jake Uger and all these bum ass motherfuckers that was chasing behind this old motherfucker. He literally older than Biden.
You despise.
But then they gonna run motherfucking Biden out. Jake motherfucker was running Biden out 12 months before anybody was trying to say he was old. He literally dedicated that channel, Young Turks, to running motherfucking Biden the fuck out of office.
Now I haven't watched
ridiculousness, bro.
I haven't watched Cenk Uygur since I didn't even watch him anyway. I catch clips of him and shit to see if it's interesting shit under the video or whatever, but I ain't watched that some bitch. And
shit, the girl on his joint.
Is he
But they spiraling out of control on that joint.
That's what that's my
motherfucking after Trump won. First, he tweets Trump just like Sanders, and say, "I'll help you with the Dodge, whatever the fuck." Before you know what the fuck that was,
right?
He tweeted that out. He got backlash on the show for that. Then he started explaining it. Maybe we can find ground, but you ain't trying to find no ground with Biden at all.
At all.
Not even a little bit.
Not at all.
That's how I mean understand what y'all doing. Then the bitch on that joint, she said, "Fuck, I'm straight MAGA now." She gone. She literally said, "You know what? I'm not even Democrat no more."
I thought she
like,
was
what? She said
I
this
thought
other
she was
day.
that before the election.
The other day she said she's not Democrat no more. Because I live in the city Democrat, and it's still the same for 30 years. This the switches they doing, bro. Right in front of your eyes. I'm looking at her like, what?
They seriously. And
you gotta remember, it's a dude that left that show that went right wing here MAGA now. You know he made millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know they sitting on this show doing the Democrat shit and not making millions and millions of dollars, and the dude was on their show.
And see, this is what I think about the motherfuckers, and I think they think it. I think they thought, she'll win or whatever, and everything is good, and then they just like they see what they done already done to Joe and Mika. They don't want it to happen to them.
He didn't want to name him Genocide Joe.
But
he started that shit.
Now that he see what's going on, and how they fucking with everybody, the media, minorities, women, everybody, they just put it out there, and they know that they coming after the media. If you motherfucker, you want to put this shit out, we got the FCC, we'll shut you down. So now he's scared, but he didn't think about this when he was trashing Biden all them years. When he was, I don't know where he was on Kamala for real, on Kamala.
He didn't switch to the end, just like
he switched at
Charlamagne
the end.
and them.
Okay, and this is the thing: all of you who switched at the end, okay, we came up short of the goal. The goal was to win. Came up short. But don't be motherfucking scared now, because the shit you doing, Cenk Uygur, is you trying to kiss that man ass now. You done talked all this shit because you don't want him fucking with you. But
I think it's more than that.
But it's regret up in there too, because they know they could have used their platform better.
Then worry about Biden is over.
Yeah.
And Genocide Joe every day.
They could have used their platform better, because the shit that you did caused a lot of people, could have caused a lot of people among your viewers to not vote, or not vote the top of the ticket and vote everything else like a lot of other people did. So you in your hearts, that's what really got y'all fucked up, because y'all know that y'all could have did a better job than kissing that man ass, than putting every little thing stupid ass thing he did on TV and all this shit, and wasting time with a bunch of nonsense. You could have used your platforms better and got the fucking information and the truth out there, and you could have helped prevent what's going to happen. So now you fucked around and you finding out, Cenk Uygur.
I just think Cenk and his co-hosts are chasing money now.
Yeah.
They look watching this as those people on the right that does what we do are getting paid.
Yeah.
Like those motherfuckers that was getting their Russian shit during the campaign. Remember they was getting like 500 G's an episode?
Fuck yeah.
These niggas don't get that for a year. So to them, they looking like, bro.
We'll take half of that.
And what they saying is, in their mind, shit, we've been doing this for 20 years, and these niggas making what we make in a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all we got to do is start acting like we MAGA, and maybe we could get some of this money. They not dumb. That's what they doing.
I see.
Start agreeing with MAGA, sliding over to MAGA, and then actually say, I'm not no Democrat. And then you fully MAGA now.
Yeah,
just like the mayor trying to do.
And see, well, all of them realizing is too, that this shit about to get wild. So you ain't got no access or no kind of access. Your show going in the toilet. So they got ways to shut you off. And the media, that's why it's going to be people like us, that's into this, dissect this, know what's going on, understand what's going on, and can see what's going on. That's why it's going to be people like us and the Roller Martins and the Current Hunters and so on and so on that we got out there in the black, that is the black media for real. This is where y'all gonna get the truth at, and y'all gonna get what's really going on, and we're gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because everything on the surface is deeper than what you see on the surface. Believe me, what you see on the news ain't half as dirty as what's going on behind the scenes. So,
true. Now everybody gotta know about Cenk is one, he was on MSNBC,
right?
Got fired. So you can know his anchor for MSNBC right there.
Right. But he wasn't no good.
He wasn't even. He ran for president the year that Biden won. He lost against Biden. So you know his anger against Biden. So now when you hear him screaming about MSNBC all day, you hear him screaming about Biden all day, you're getting where he coming from.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
Biden beat his ass.
Yeah,
the old fuck that he was screaming Genocide Joe
beat his
ass.
What the? Now I'm with you on that because I
real
remember
simple.
That's where I first seen Cenk Uygur. It was on MSNBC.
He was bad. He was bad.
Yeah, because he was in the, he thought he was good enough to be in the prime time slot. Back then, you wasn't breaking that prime time slot on MSNBC. You wasn't that good. You wasn't look. You was on before. I believe you was on before Chris Matthews.
They gave him a chance though.
Yeah, you was on like 4 o'clock before Chris Matthews. Chris Matthews, the live. They did the live Chris Matthews at 5. Then it was somebody after who was after Chris Matthews? It was somebody.
Because Chris Matthews will come back on at 7.
Yeah, at 7 they'll replay. They replay the 5 o'clock at 7. Then you wasn't getting in prime time because back then it was Oberman. It was Rachel might have just got there around that time.
But he wasn't good though.
Yeah, and it was goddamn it was somebody else. It wasn't long. It was before Lawrence O'Donnell.
He wasn't good.
No, you wasn't. And he was young.
He literally been on YouTube since YouTube started almost. Bro.
Yeah. You was young. You get your bones. You stick around. But you was you got into saying wild shit.
and the thing about it, he been on it so long. He's saying that he's not making the money that all the other people making on the right. Even his nephew, who's a left winger, is making more than him, more views than him. And this nigga been doing this shit forever. His nephew just started. I don't know if you know his nephew. Most people don't know that's his nephew though. The YouTuber Hassan.
Oh, what?
That's his nephew, bruh.
What?
And I actually watched him a couple times.
Yeah. Cause I mean, if you look back on it, he got some anger issues or some bitterness about some shit. I mean, that's on him, but bruh, you letting that shit.
They actually had a Thanksgiving joint where these two motherfuckers was arguing live. You need to see that shit, bro. This nigga was busting his top, talking about some Democrats. They in the tank, and I'm just gonna try to see Trump. Oh, his nephew was going in like, bro. First of all, he stopped him like, bro, why you all screaming like that? You my uncle though, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And now this nigga get all over the top.
Yeah, that's his problem. He got issues. He got issues, and his issues fuck with his shit.
He want to be a politician.
Right.
And that's a failure. He want to be one of the top notch NBC or CNN. What's the names? He'll never do it.
Yeah. So
now he's looking at YouTube like this is gonna be my life. Okay, I'm gonna switch a MAGA. Because that's the only way the money at. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's it for him. Oh, and that bitch Anna, whatever the fuck that bitch name on the side of him. She just already said, fuck it. I'm gonna find me a MAGA hat at this point. Fuck it. I'm not ready MAGA, but I'm gonna take your MAGA money as far as they're concerned. This is business moves for these motherfuckers.
Man, this is
straight business.
Crazy. Yeah, but if he get his little personal shit out of his fucking reporting and his doing his shit, and stop trying to be Fox News in the middle,
that channel not lasting too much longer.
Nah, because
just not.
It ain't gonna take much to really.
Just not.
Yeah, and see, you ain't gonna get the guests you gonna get. You can get. That's why I'm saying about Democrats.
We admit that. His channel's huge. It's way bigger than ours.
Yeah, way. Yeah, you up there.
You gotta realize where we coming from the beginning. Hillview Politics. Our whole persona is telling you where we coming from. All right. So there's no way we're gonna walk off the streets and have a whole bunch of views.
Nah.
Now you can walk off of NBC and have a lot of views. You can run for president and have a lot of viewers, and you know what I'm saying. You can actually be on CNN all night. Yeah. Come on YouTube and have a whole bunch of viewers, right? Yeah. But average motherfucker like us walking on this joint, not respecting that. We motherfucker happy that we got the 277 plus motherfucker subs that we have now, the hoodies that we have now that tune into us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we don't give a fuck if it was 20. Be honest with you. So we congratulate and humble. We humble at this. So we just coming off the street rapping. We ain't no motherfucking entertainers or no bullshit. So we ain't expecting a motherfucking million views. So whatever we get, we satisfied with. We appreciate it. We had that black debate, that black conversation. You know what I'm saying? And y'all take us for motherfuckers that know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? But get us right when we're wrong. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That.
But
get us right when you're wrong. But we'll never do no switch to MAGA. Just
that's
YouTube algorithms or whatever the fuck going on with that.
Yeah. You just trying to get y'all just trying to get on that Trump train and get that access or whatever.
We don't live our life broke down. It's so, irrelevant.
Right.
We're not chasing that. Yeah, that's his own. Irrelevant though, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're really here for the black debate for real. You know what I'm saying? Culture, black and proud. Get us right when we wrong. Right. That type shit. So
yeah, we just want to discuss. We just want to discuss a few issues that's out there.
You know. I do want to touch back on the motherfucking black maggots for a minute.
Oh, them motherfuckers.
We talked the other day about buyer's remorse.
Oh yeah.
But at this point, they really noticing things here. These black motherfuckers that really ran around the United States behind Trump is really looking bad right now, bro. They almost on their knees at this point. Saying, hey, can you just
toss me a bone, man? Give me some scraps.
I'm looking bad.
I don't give a fuck which is, man. Give me a half a chicken bone. Throw me something. You know, make me ambassador to Shoeshine Boy. I don't know.
Anybody like Puerto Rican, Spanish. Like, where's the people in this cabinet for y'all?
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Y'all voted for this.
This is a question I'm gonna ask. If I could talk to them.
Wow.
You backing a motherfucker, you backing a person who it is widely perceived and believed that he is a racist. His policies towards people of color and minorities is all against anything that's for these communities of color. It's against everything. They don't like them. They say the most vile shit out their mouth about black people, Haitian people, Latino people, and all this good shit, all this good stuff they say. And what is it about you that make them like and accept you when they hate the rest of the people that look like you? They hate every nigga in the world except you, three dummies on the screen.
That's wild shit. Sorry.
So what is you doing, and what makes you so significant, so unexpendable that they have you around and got you expecting that you're going to get a top post? They don't like nobody, especially people that look like you three dumbasses. So what is you doing?
It's surprising that once we start going on this roller coaster, that so many people will realize this is not what I was thinking. It's gonna be way too late. It's gonna be crazy, bro. But we gotta realize that you'll never have a chance to beat Trump ever again. You gotta realize that he had the same amount of people every time. Those same exact people vote every time.
Mm-hmm.
No matter, so that tells you he was right when he said, "I already have my votes."
Yeah,
right. I don't need Nikki Haley and none of that because he have his votes. What you have to do is get more than that.
Yeah,
you see what this is exactly. So all these when they was doing this black thing, he ain't really give a fuck about that shit. That's why at the end when he went to the joint, he was like, man, I don't even think she black. Because at the end, that blew up all this black shit they was doing.
I mean, even before he went there, the word was the word was he was going to the NABJ to put not take no shit and put black people in their place, put these black reporters in their place. And so that was, you know, we even talked about it. That was the goal when he went there. And that was the goal basically among his base is that's what he did. Because if it probably really fired him up that he went in there, they tried this shit. Them black bitches came at him with this, that, and the third, and he told her, she ain't even black. She been in there. She just turned black.
I don't even think he's answering these niggas' phones no more.
Fuck no.
I really don't think he don't care about these people.
They don't got no access because they used these three dummies. They thought these three dummies could get them more black vote.
They did. They helped them with the black men easy.
They you got them black MAGA dummies.
They was pushing that shit all day, every day. They got some black men.
But yeah.
He has a result. He had fought for that, and then he did all that for nowhere fucking.
Yeah, he got some, but the percentage of black people that he got in his last election was 12%.
But I'm talking about this men, black men. They help with that.
Yeah, they help. But I'm saying, but overall, with the black vote with black people, he got like 12% in last election. This election, he got 13%. So them black men that he got, they did count for 1 percentage point.
That hurts. Especially when you got Spanish flipping 10 of them bitches. They was on something completely different.
What the fuck? What the fuck if y'all useless now?
They look stupid, bro.
Y'all useless.
I'm sorry, they look dumb.
Did you think you motherfuckers so dumb?
They look stupid, bro.
You wasn't in on the planning. You wasn't in on the planning of none of this shit. From the beginning, this shit wasn't put together in the last 6 months. They've been putting this shit together since Trump lost the last time.
Excuse me. Hey, it's Kunta Kinte.
Damn. Yeah, they've been putting this shit together since 2020. This shit wasn't put together overnight.
I don't even think it's no more spots left.
Right, and you motherfuckers wasn't in on none of the planning.
Ain't no more spots left though.
Ain't shit left. Ain't shit left.
Go ahead, bro. How many seats? I mean, Cap. Wait. He almost don't have nothing else to fill, do he?
He don't have nothing. He filled everything. And you got motherfucker. You got motherfucker.
That is crazy.
You had Matt Gaetz already dropped out of one spot, and then you got Hegseth holding on by thread.
Back him up though, ready to go.
Right, but you hear rumor, you hear word because ain't nothing coming out of Trump world that they don't want to come out of Trump world. That he's considering other options including Ron DeSantis, but he is thinking about other people. But none of your three black asses come up.
That is crazy.
That is why black people don't fuck with y'all.
That is crazy. And then we asked my man about it. Nah, because he got to stay in the Senate. Nah, bro.
No.
That's irrelevant.
Who give a fuck about you?
Like, what the fuck? That is fucked up. What he doing to all black motherfuckers that voted for him.
Yeah.
Wasted their fucking time with that shit.
Yeah. He told you they didn't need you because you was only good for 1 percentage
just
point.
To hurt. You dared just to hurt the Democrat. You're not there for them to do anything for you.
Yeah, because they already showed you. We're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing for the Latino community, but because we gonna get rid of every last one of them motherfuckers that we can. If we don't reach 14 million, we're gonna reach something million. Some of them motherfuckers
they're not even gonna be here. So we're not worried about no plans for them.
Right.
That's the plan.
And then the fucked up thing about it is they're gonna get a lot of you out the country. But what's gonna happen is they're gonna build these goddamn camps.
Yeah, they don't understand. They're gonna be still here, but they're gonna be in camps
right
or something.
Now you're gonna have the next administration will have a if it's especially if it's a Democrat administration, because what is liable to happen with these camps is, yeah, they're gonna have to house have somewhere to put the people that they round up.
But MAGA don't want nowhere to put them.
But yeah, that's what building these camps and using these private prisons and getting that federal money going to them owners of them private prisons. That's where that come in. They're going to fill these joints up. And then by the end of whenever Trump leave office, them joints, he not gonna leave them joints empty. He gonna leave them motherfuckers full.
I mean, everybody gonna be gone. They be still here.
Right.
But the numbers gonna be gone off the books, but they be still in here, but in cages.
But now, this is the problem with the next administration. If it's a Democrat administration, what do you do with all them people that they'll leave in jails and in these camps that they're going to build? You can't really let them back out into the motherfucking public, because then you're going to hold up, fuck up. All these fucking people they round up, all these criminals and immigrants, and they just going to let them out the jail back into the public. You have a fucking mutiny on your hands. So the next, you will have to find some way to do what's right by these people, because you can't just let them back out now.
But see, you gotta realize
somebody got a problem.
The Democratic plan is to do immigration and make people have a path to citizenship. The problem with that is Republicans don't even want them to have a path. They're illegals. They don't want it. They don't want it. So when you make the contrast of making a path to citizenship or get out, it's easy and clear to hear the get out part.
Right.
And then explaining that I want to make this so if you turn 18 and you go to school, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody want to hear all that shit.
Nobody want it. Nobody want it. They want details, but they really don't want details.
Exactly. If you just tell them straight up what's about to happen, then the details will come later.
Right.
That's
why when she was out on the when Kamala was out on the campaign trail, and they kept asking, she'd go in and she give you details like, hold on, and she telling you she want to do this, she want to why she want to do.
She never said it.
And it's like, but she just didn't say enough. I didn't hear enough. What?
I heard too damn much. Yo, she was talking too damn much. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
She was literally
and
deep
then
in
you
details
ask him,
too.
And then you ask him, well, what did
nothing?
What did Trump tell you he was going to do?
They don't even know. It'd be like nothing. I don't know.
And they'll be off on another subject where Trump said that because these he got to put these tariffs out, and he got to get these illegals that's in here running up prices and everything and taking up jobs. Yeah. So they'll bring up every fucking situation in the joint. The first thing you got to do is
cohesiveness. It's just everything.
Yeah. See, the problem you have is that the first thing we need to do is seal up the border and shit like that.
But everything the Democrat wants to do about things are so far different from what they actually want. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. The same thing on abortion. It's like Democrats want women the chance to make their own decisions.
Yeah.
But to them, that decision is something that they can't stand, period. You can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's no giving them no rights and none of that shit. You can't do that. So that's how they think. It's no like we can get together and negotiate. Put it like that.
Yeah.
It's no negotiations on no topics with them.
And see, this is where you lost. This is where you lost white non-college men, young men, and motherfucking that ain't racist. And you lost you lost the working class because it was too much in the message where the people that you need to talk to, it was like you said, they understood what the message was. Trump made it simple. They're criminals, they're rapists, they're taking your jobs, they're doing this. We got to get them out. And they understand that. You don't need to go to college to understand, get out. And the message was simple. So all they, hey, he's gonna solve a lot of our problems, but he's gonna get them out.
That's it.
And then
kind of links
a Democrat come along and talk. You going in you go too much minutia. You got too much. It's a lot there, and it's good that you got plans and you got details. But sometimes less is more. Sometimes you got to simplify that message just a bit. And so the average motherfucker like us can understand. Hey, what you gonna do for us? Well, first of all, we gonna lower your taxes because the middle class pay. They taking too much tax burden. We want you to take. You made that money. We want you to take more of it home with you every week. That's simple. Understand that. You put money back in my pocket. You're gonna stop these motherfuckers. And I look at my check and look at deductions and all this shit. I don't want to cry this week. I don't want to cry no more about that shit. So
but on the same side,
understand that
when they hit you with something like you for transgenders, it's like that a bad thing? Like you looking for make sure they don't get hurt or something. They made that a bad thing. You can't respond to that. For example, the Azzy ran. It's like what she was saying out of her mouth compared to what they made it out to be are two different things. You see what I'm saying? And her position had to be explained in depth. As far as in his position was, don't like them. There's no such thing as ban them. Her joint, she had to go in the depth in the conversation of Medicare, who is applied to, who it don't apply to. It's a lot. She had to explain that to the person.
Right.
And then you clip it up. Then now you just got to talk about transgender. And that's it. There's nothing else you could do.
All you had to do there, and all you had to do when you ask that question, you can just say, look, we as the Democratic Party, we are, as you can see and as you can tell, we are a diversified party. We got all are welcome into our party. And we believe that transgender people, just like everybody else, should have the same rights. They should, be able to live their life the way they want to live their life, and without, worried about this, that, and the third. That covers it. Bam.
All right. So now you're in the bottle of you woke, and then they can make their whole thing is just no such thing.
Okay.
See, their thing is so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like the transgender thing. Like you had to explain the transgender just now. And their thing is no such thing as that.
Right.
That's how they look at it. There's no such thing as transgender.
Right. Yeah, and see,
everything just simple.
Right.
Abortions, you killing babies. That's it.
Right. Right. Instead of a blanket.
But if you're a Democrat, it's things you have to explain to this, bro.
Right.
It's real simple.
And just like you say, just like abortion, all you got to say if you want to break it down to them working class people, them uneducated people, it's non-college people. Because there's a lot of us out here, more people that don't go to college than do go to college. Way more. So if you want to speak to it, break it down. Just talk to us like a regular, like Bill Clinton.
You had to find a way, but this tougher than Bill Clinton shit he had to work with.
Yeah, but
you have to find a way.
Well,
like the women's joint, the women's joint with the rights, right? Even though some states women are not thinking about it, you could still phrase it in a way. See, I always didn't like the way Kamala phrased the joint, where she kept adding on. Well, and doctors in your we don't need people in your doctor's office,
right?
And she'll scream,
"Oh, you got to do
that right there." But to make it simple, you gotta say something real quicker, like your rights, or something like. You gotta make this shit real simple, so it's just a small sample size. Yeah. Your rights, or something that you gotta put it in like a small capsule.
That's all you gotta say. Look, whether I agree with abortion or not, it is not my choice to make. I believe that it's a woman has a right to make her own healthcare decisions that matters to her child, her life, or whatever. That's what it's about. It's about a choice. It's not about if I believe in it or disagree with it or not. it is about a choice and a right. You have a right to make that decision, and they are taking that right away from you. Just make it simple. People can understand.
It's a lot right
That's all
or
you got
just
to
be
do.
like, your choice is your right.
Yeah.
Something
I
real
mean,
small.
that could be your slogan, but you know, when you
all
talking
that going
to somebody,
display, and you're not having them in your bedroom,
yeah,
or something like that's just too many things.
Because then you going into preaching, and basically
it's
the
not
people that
something
come
small.
see you, you come on, just go, boom, lay it out. This is what it is. We believe that you have a right to make your own healthcare decisions. We believe that's your God-given right. It's your life. They want to take that right from you. Bam.
Now that's another thing. By them making millions of dollars out there, joint the consultants and all that shit, most of the motherfuckers should be doing what we just did. Brainstorm this shit and figure out ways to communicate, bro. And again, we just walks off the street and does this.
But
you can't get paid millions of dollars and don't know this by now.
See, that's why
unless y'all want to give us the money, man, we can take care of
that's
this
why
shit,
the motherfuckers raise so much money, because I believe that you can have too many consultants because you got too many people in your ear, and they're trying to pull you in 900 different directions at one time. But you bounce around like a ping pong ball to all of these different groups when you need to have somebody that can talk to you like we just talked to you in a very simple
But this is more of just one person thing. This is a party. The party right now should be in the room, sitting down, doing what we just did, going over the talking points, making sure we clear. All right, we're gonna talk about women's rights. It's gonna be your choice. You know what I'm saying? Your rights, your choice. Everybody say that. Stay on that.
Stay
your
on
rights,
that.
your choice. And
I'm
leave
not
it there. Simple as that. And then the stuff that they say is real short soundbite too. So you got something to compact their shit. Their shit is just straight you killing babies.
Yeah. See, that's what I've been trying to say for the last couple of weeks.
Your choice, your rights can be just it.
You got all of these wings of the Democratic Party. You got so many, you got hundreds, about 100 and some wings of the Democratic Party. So you got working class. You do got a rich Democrats. You got Silicon Valley. You got every effing group from black, white, Asian, Hispanic. You got all of this mixed up in there, but you got to get the people, the people that's leading these people. Y'all got to have your own little convention and get together, and somebody got to tell you, look, we got everybody here. Everybody's represented. We're going to come out of this with a motherfucking platform that that's not about different groups and this that covers everybody. That when you see a black Democrat on TV, a white Democrat on TV, a Latino Democrat on TV, and so on and so on, all of them got the same message, just like we've been preaching. Republicans got one message. Whatever the motherfucker at the top say, everybody at the bottom run with it. Y'all got to get y'all messaging together. Come on, y'all really do. The Democrats got a messaging problem, and y'all got to get that message together. And if you ever do, and you got everybody speaking on one accord, that's part of unity, in my book.
Man, something we do a lot, man. We go back in time. We check out the motherfucking Black history leaders. We check out people that lay down their lives for Black people. You know what I'm saying? Especially the Black ladies. We like to do that too. But we go back in time and pay respect and homage to a lot of fallen soldiers and leaders and activists for back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And we call that the
Well, let's go black in the day. And we're going to go back to, let's set the backdrop. Today is December 7th. This is Pearl Harbor Day. This is the day that the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. And a day that will live in infamy. But on that day, it was a brother amongst that. He was a U.S. Navy sailor, and he was the first black recipient of the Navy Cross, and he was a nominee for the Medal of Honor. His name is Dory Miller. Now, on this day, December 7th, and during the attack on Pearl Harbor, Dory Miller, he worked in the kitchen. He worked in a mess hall, if you will. He was a mess attendant, second class in the United States Navy. But during this attack, Dory sprung into action. And he carried a lot of his wounded shipmates to safety. And he did one other thing. He grabbed a 50 caliber rifle, and Dory went to work. And he saved a lot of people that day. He helped rescue and he helped save a lot of people. That's what got him the Navy Cross, which he's wearing in the picture that you see on the screen. So on this day, December 7th, we honor Dory Miller as we go black in the day.
Now, when he was given that medal right there, it was pushed back from the white supremacists and all the groups to try to take it away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the senators at the time denounced him and all that stuff. But you had All Southern Negro Youth Conference, who launched a motherfucking signature campaign called National Negro Congress, which blocked him from stopping him from being Navy Cross, which eventually opened the doors for him to get the awards and everything he needed. So it goes to show you that even though a black man did all that, you still have to fight for the award. Like, yeah, bro.
They talk about
I'm gonna save your life. You still won't block it. No,
I'm gonna save your life
because I'm black. The shit's stupid.
I'm gonna help save your life. I'm gonna save your ship. I'm dragging these people out here that probably ain't thought of me. They ain't think shit of me. I'm dragging these people to safety. I'm out here saving lives all in every way. And that 50 cal that he grabbed, he had never ever used one before. So this brother.
He also had a Purple Heart.
Look, you can say their life, you can say their property, you can do whatever.
Yeah, boy.
But you still ain't shit to these people.
Tough.
And that's what and that's what you MAGAs who wanted to jump out there and vote for Trump is finding out that no matter what you do, Tim Scott and them other two dodos, no matter what you do, you still ain't shit.
Nothing at all, bro. Nothing at all.
No matter what you do, you still ain't shit. Now you don't have them and you can't even go back to your community, to your own people, because we ain't fucking with you. But this brother right here, come on. He didn't see black people, he didn't see white people. He saw fellow Americans and fellow Navy men hurt and in trouble. And he sprung into action and he did his thing and he saved lives that day. Mm-hmm. And he still just honor him with the Navy Cross or anything. It's pushed back.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Now he was born in 1919, which shows you it shows you that wasn't nothing but like 100 years ago, almost. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in perspective of where we were for real. Like, it'd be so crazy to me when somebody be looking like, bruh, that shit was so long ago. It really wasn't, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really wasn't. Do you have grandma? Their parents was in that shit. That's not that far.
That's how I learned.
Like,
I'm glad you brought that up. That's how. When I was young, I heard my grandparents, and I was raised by my grandparents, so I heard my grandparents. They was talking. We had company that day, and it might have been around this time because it was something. It was some on TV at the time about Pearl Harbor, so it might have been Pearl Harbor Day, and they was talking. They started talking about that day and where they was like, where it was. They was like, I remember where I was when it happened. So my grandparents was in church that morning. So we was in church, and the priest or the whoever, he stopped this, got the word and stopped the service and let the congregation know what had happened. Now I got that firsthand knowledge. You dig what I'm saying? And so it ain't, like my man said, it ain't that long ago. It might sound long ago, crazy, but it ain't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? I think you still might got a few people from Pearl Harbor that's still living.
I think somebody, yeah, that's crazy.
So it ain't that long ago, you know, the way people feel about time nowadays, you know, yeah, you think it was eons ago, but it wasn't. And
now he got a few elementaries named after him around
yeah.
Matter of fact, you have Doris Miller High School. So he got a few schools in Texas and Waco. He got a few community joints in Chicago named after him, and military bases named after him. You know what I'm saying? So
he got
if you want to watch some films that portray him, you know what I'm saying, you can watch Tor. And then you got him portrayed. Cuba Gooding Jr. played him in
Cuba. Yeah.
You know, I think it was Pearl Harbor.
Damn, he got an auditorium, Doris Miller Auditorium in Austin, Texas, and he got he got a Navy shipment, USS Miller.
Exactly. And he got a foundation too.
So
them started in 1943.
Y'all gotta, you know, as you can see, even we learn something every
and
day.
Then he was in the group with all stars: Jackie Robinson, Jesse Owens, Eleanor Roosevelt. That's like the motherfucking superheroes of Negroes.
Yeah.
I love our history, boy. I love black people. I love them.
But
I love them.
You know what? But you'll never learn. You'll know if it's up to, you know, what they want to do with Project 2025, and you might this history might be lost forever.
True.
They had a way.
But hey, families, get your peoples and your kids caught up on our history, bro, because it's real serious. Yeah. Black in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love being black. You know? Mm-hmm. Now, before we got here, my man touched on something earlier when he said the billionaires running things. Now, and we was talking about these black motherfuckers looking like fools. His cabinet is filled up with motherfuckers that are millionaires. It's not even millionaires. They billionaires, bro. Everybody in this cabinet is billionaire. Even the people on the side waiting, like Elon Musk and all these people. Or Ramaswamy being there.
Yep.
They all over the place. It's just like open the floodgates for billion and millionaires to come take over the government. And you bitch ass dumb broke motherfuckers in Kentucky and you Hispanic dumb motherfuckers voted for this fool, bro. I would never get this. Is going to be the biggest mystery in politics, bro. Mm-hmm. How anybody, let alone black and Hispanic, will say anything positive or vote for a racist pig, the biggest racist on the planet. The oddest thing. When we look back on this history here, it's going to be so odd, bro. Like, why y'all let that happen? Y'all like that, though? Nope. Y'all going to check us out in time. We might not be here, but we going to hear it on this. You can go back and say, them niggas, they wasn't playing that shit. They was real. Yeah, we weren't falling behind that bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know?
The book industry and the movie and TV industry is loving this shit. Man, you know the amount of books and movies and documentaries and all this shit gonna come out of both of Trump administrations. Man, people gonna be getting paid because not only is shit gonna be about Trump, they'll write about people around Trump and Trump orbit. They got access to Trump, and then just by proxy, the book will be about Trump because somebody will say something in there. And, we didn't know about that, or we knew about that, and we got a witness now, and all this old shit. So, man, that's why people like Trump Yuga and all these other motherfuckers trying to get in line now because they want a piece of that for real. If they get some access, you can get a book deal out of it, or you can write
that MAGA money look good to them niggas.
Yeah, bro. And that's all you're gonna see because it's MAGA money. Because that money, they don't give a fuck about the poor in their party. They never did.
But the entertainment part of the MAGA is,
but the entertainment world, yeah. And look, a lot of motherfuckers in Hollywood, it's Democrat, or they liberal, but you best believe them motherfucking studio heads is loving it because they got motherfuckers in here. They gonna do movies about Trump childhood. Look, what this dude did in the history of this country, whether you like it or not, what this dude done, his story is gonna be told forever. Forever. The effect that this dude have on his country, whether you agree with it or not, this dude, his name is among presidents, even if you can call him the worst president or whatever the fuck you want to call him. But that motherfucker, his name is going to be mentioned more now than a Messiah, Ronald Reagan. So, but that's what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted billionaires running the fucking country.
We got Elon Musk doing the Dodge, whatever the fuck that is.
Which he already said he's going after Social Security.
And the funny thing about this Social Security shit they always want to get is they own it.
Right.
Why would they be in the Senate and Congress on Social Security?
Yeah.
That's some of the waste right there. You using it. You shouldn't use it. Put that back in the system.
And it's
That's
not
waste.
Government money.
Motherfucker.
It's not government money for one. It's the money that you fucking work for. They take Social Security just like they take Medicaid out your check every time you get paid.
But if you're a person that, for example, Bill Gates, should he still take Social Security? Right? What is he doing with that?
Yeah.
He should deny it, leave it in the system.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Do that.
Why are these motherfuckers that make this money and all this shit still taking money out of the system like that? That's a wild ass shit. Yeah. Why are you on Social Security?
Yeah, why you getting it? Because what you getting is
a millionaire. Like,
it's not even what you probably get a month on a Social Security check. If you motherfuckers, that's lunch money to you. That's not even lunch money.
What are they doing?
You spend that on nothing. So even
congressmen on Medicaid. Yeah. Why? You on Social? Why?
But if I was one of them, I would take it. But what I would do is I would redirect that money. I would have that Social Security money. I would redirect it to a charity or something like that.
That's my
somebody
point.
Had that. Somebody,
don't
let it do
use money
else.
out of the system like
because
that.
I wouldn't need it. Yeah,
you're not need exactly.
Yeah, I put my share in. Like everybody else.
That's waste.
But I really don't need it. So if I wouldn't need it, I would.
That's waste, bro.
I tell my accountant, look, I get this much. You make sure you redirect it to a center for that do kidney research or cancer research or maybe even like, hey, look, man, the motherfucking Boys and Girls Club, they need some funding in this state. Send it there, help them out, do something like that. But yeah,
this Dodge shit is gonna have motherfuckers like Bernie Sanders and all these people.
Yeah,
they're gonna use these motherfuckers for fucking like they did black people before. Yeah. Use them on the camera and you never hear from them again.
Yeah,
and that's how they about to do these two people. I wouldn't be surprised if he called Bernie Sanders and had some type of stage thing with this fool.
He probably would, but the thing about it is, it's not a cabinet position. It's just like a whatever.
It's not nothing.
It's they advising him on what to do. So
you say it like that.
They like big. That's like they basically
the Alabama. It's just advisor.
Just like you got a national security advisor. They
just get a name to shit.
We want to cut all the cut all the shit that rich people don't like advisors. So it's a lot of shit coming, and it ain't. Y'all want billionaires running the country? Billionaires don't give a fuck about you.
Wow. That's the funny thing about it. They actually run the country now.
Mm-hmm. Billionaires run the country now.
Like Russia or something, bro.
And the thing about it is, look up and down his cabinet. Look at his advisors that's close to him. Look at his White House staff. All of them motherfuckers is rich. They don't give a fuck about you. No poor motherfuckers. They rich. They racist. They don't give a fuck.
They gonna forget they supposed to be in the government.
Hell yeah.
Half of that day and be like, oh damn, I am something in the government. What am I today? What is the thing you gave me?
And the one thing,
they don't give a fuck.
And the one thing they got is access to the world's money now. It's not just the United States. They got access to the world's money.
Their goals are, in all these cabinet positions, are to make sure big business get the easiest ride possible.
Hell yeah.
They get the best tax cuts they can get back possible. They can cut their shit where they ain't paying no taxes at all.
And they
possible. And that's what they want. And none of that shit help us.
Yep. And motherfucking them tariffs and him already saying he's going to raise the tax on the middle class and under, all that money is going to them. Because we're gonna be paying more money into the government, and all them government contracts is going to them billionaires and the companies and the people they got something to do with. So they'll guide them. They'll guide some government contracts to this motherfucker and get a 20 million under the table and shit for getting them a $1 billion contract with the government, shit like that. So you're going to watch how rich the rich is really going to get. And like I was saying earlier, with getting firsthand knowledge from my grandparents about that day, December 7th, we gonna kick you some knowledge about what's going to happen, because we've been through this shit. We've been through this shit in the 80s with Reagan.
That's what we've been trying to tell y'all, yeah.
And Trump is Reagan on steroids when it comes to this shit, doing shit for the rich.
Like that Project 2025, it's Reagan shit.
It's Reagan shit on steroids. Yeah, exactly.
And in fact, we lived the part of Reagan. We was fucked up behind that nigga. For real.
Oh yeah.
All types of ways, bro.
Yeah. I grew up. I came of age in the 80s.
People real understand it. I don't think we'd get back to there, but you never know. It was fucked up. And you never know. We found a way out of it by selling coke and crack and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
We ain't have that option no more.
You best believe You best believe it's another motherfucker. It's something gonna come out. It's another drug gonna come out, and it's going straight to the black community because they don't give a fuck about us. We tell you, they rich, they racist. Now they got the power. They got the power to go with the money.
They want the power so people can't come out like Kamala.
Yeah,
about to come out the price gouging.
Yeah,
they don't want none of that.
Nah.
She's about to come out the motherfucker banks that motherfucker don't want to lend to black people. Boom.
Yeah,
they don't like none of that. And so they did to block stuff like that from people that want to do things like that fuck their business up. That don't really fuck their business up. It helps other people prosper while they don't do parachutes with billions and billions of dollars for no fucking reason, bro.
And let me tell you what I mean by power too, before we go too far. I mean by power is they got access to government power. Because people gonna say, yeah, they rich, they already have rich. You know, rich people got power anyway, they got access to it. No, now they don't have access to it, they have it. That's a big fucking difference. Access to it, you know, that means you paying these motherfuckers all for a certain thing. They don't have to worry about a certain thing. They got everything. So,
man, Elon Musk about to have a field day in that joint. Y'all better know his son is a girl.
Yes,
his son is a girl.
And yeah,
Elon Musk's son is a girl.
Elon about to go berserk, and basically
he dead. No, he not dead, nigga.
Right.
He's still here.
Right.
He part of the woke,
and best believe that Elon Musk is part of this administration. And if it's not JD Vance, it's gonna be whoever Elon wants to back. And Elon got the money to fund the motherfucker, just like he just. You see this shit, man? This motherfucker spent over $250 million on this campaign.
Yeah.
Now that's $250 million. Over $250 million. That's how much it costs you to buy you a presidency. Now, my question is, are we going to stop or slow that shit down significantly in 2026? Or are we going to ride it out the full 4 years?
Yo, we appreciate everybody that be tuning in to us for show. You know?
Right on.
Appreciate y'all a whole lot, you know. A motherfucker, I do appreciate everybody, man, that leave messages too, man. Shouts out to motherfucker, all our hoodies out there doing. Keep us up to date on a lot of shit, you know, Instagram, and you know what I'm saying, leave us messages, let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all a whole lot. We're trying to get to 500 subs by New Year's.
Right on.
Hopefully y'all can help us get to that joint. You know what I'm saying, dog? Some small shit, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no big deal. 500. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Something like that.
Appreciate y'all a whole lot. A whole lot. We can live Tuesday nights, Friday nights live. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, holler at your boys. You can check us out on Twitch, Twitter, whatever the fuck. Leave a message, Instagram, holler at your boys. Just holler at us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And those of you out there, we got some new things coming up here soon. So y'all that's new here, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, you know, and help us grow. And we, you know, and we're gonna keep y'all informed and up on shit. So until the next time.
Now the other night, man, we pointed out that motherfucker Chicago got a thing going on where the MAGAs are paying people to disrupt shit. And we pointed out that black bitch, they all setting up things to go on fucking Fox. Fox pull these people out of these situations. It's all a setup. It's all a thing that happens, and then next thing you know, they're on Fox.
Right.
So I just want to let y'all see something that we pointed out.
Shoplifting going on here, and we also having where the gangs are taking over. So it's really bad here in Chicago, especially when you dump 70,000 illegal aliens in our neighborhoods.
You know, Danielle, so on Monday, a mass shooting in Chicago, reportedly involving, migrants from Venezuela, 8 shot, 3 dead. And now,
Yes.
Chicago, is this right that Chicago spent nearly $600 million in illegal aliens since 2022, but the Democrat mayor and the city council, they want to raise your property taxes to pay for it when you guys are getting nothing in return? We're showing the amount nationwide. I
was just about to say, bitch. They try to slip in the nationwide. That's way too much money for just Chicago, bro.
Right.
She trying to be. That's why I don't watch Fox, bro. She literally had this in the middle of this conversation. This is the world. This is the whole United States, nationwide, and she tried to make it seem like it was hers, bruh. And then that bitch gets on that joint, knowing that the main issue in her town is gangs. That was her real problem.
Right.
But to be on Fox, you got to talk about immigrants. Right. So she said, "Yeah, our problem is the gangs," and she forgot. Oh yeah, but we got 70,000.
70,000 illegal.
No, damn well the problem is
illegal
gun
immigrants
violence in the fucking streets. That's the fucking problem. Get the guns off the streets, which Republicans would not ever do. They sound stupid, bro. Then remember that I'm on Fox. 70,000 immigrants you dropped in here. Right. It had nothing to do with anything. See?
Ain't got nothing to do with the conversation, baby.
At all.
Cut that shit
But it
out.
goes to the Fox thing. Where the bitch misled whoever's watching that joint, make you think it was 250 million motherfucking immigrants in Chicago.
Right.
She's trying to change. That's nationwide.
We
Bitch,
got
that's
all
still
these-
wrong.
We got all these illegals that was dumped here.
Like that's really your problem.
You know, my thing, okay. And then see, that's why you couldn't ask me that. You couldn't ask me that question because I didn't see the answer like that. I mean, well, bitch, is they shooting illegals in it? Is they shooting illegals?
Bro, it's something they told her to say. It was almost like she forgot. She was like, oh yeah. And if you throw in 70,000 illegals in here, like she just forgot to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, oh shit, I'm forgetting to say something.
I forgot. Oh, that's right. Talking point.
Okay, talking point.
But the whole system works. To sit there, they pay them to disrupt something, bring them on Fox to go with the narrative and cook the narrative. Hey, they do it. Democrats, take fucking notes. Get your shit together.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing.